3 years. It has been 3 years. And we're still going proud. 3 years, 15 subscribers. It's just great. So I decided it's 3 years. Let's celebrate in this new Obcast video. So first off, what I would really like to do to celebrate 3 years is go up to the place where I filmed that first video. Why I did not go up there today is because it was my grandparents' house, and they're currently renovating that room. And I did not want to disturb them, so I did not go up there. But anyway, besides that, as I just said, that was filmed up at my grandparents' house. It was actually filmed exactly on that day, around 10 minutes before the video actually was publicly uploaded. I actually do still have the picture saved from it. It's somewhere. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of background of that. I just came home from me and my cousin playing bowling. Yeah, we were bowling, then I have no clue why we just were. And I just came back and decided, you know what? I want today's the day. It's not as Wednesday, because like I said in the video, I want to upload every Wednesday. That did not happen, by the way. It did not. So I said, I'll upload every Wednesday. I didn't. And I said, as you probably know, that's why I do a bunch of Obcasts, or all the Obcasts start at the beginning of a month. That's why I started on June 1st. So yeah. How about we review it right now, just for the fun of it? Well, I can already say 3 or 4 things about this one. First off, object. You draw people very bad. Yes, I know. But how I draw people were even worse. It was just a stick person. Then my 2nd grade teacher came around and said, drawing stick people like that is what's the word I'm looking for? Is plain. Change your people to look more people-like. So I looked at the YouTube, or originally if you didn't have a channel logo, instead of showing a letter, it would just be like the silhouette of a person. And I just used that, and I've been using it for 5 years at this point. So, yeah. I used it then. Now I have changed my people. They just went from stick arms to ball hands. I still use, sphere hands, but I changed them to be sticks to rectangles. I now don't draw out lines for legs. I now draw, actual pants with shoes. I went a little bit more deep and artistic on them now. But back then, they looked bad. The second thing I noticed is I never made a video about any of the things I said. Never made a video about the 1930s. Or, well, I did if you count that historical products video from a year back. I never made one about space. Never did. Nothing about literature. I feel like there is something that actually says I did do something about literature. I bet that, crappy off-brands video counts, doesn't it? Some people might say that, but I don't think so. And your bodies. I never did a video about the human body, and probably never will. You know what? I can guarantee I never will. What's the third thing? I'm whispering very quietly. I just am. I have no clue why. It was 3 years ago. I have no clue why I just whispered really quietly like this. Speaking about that, I was about to make a reference to an older video, but I realized that video ain't coming out yet. And you know what? Since it's this channel's birthday, let's just talk about that new video that's coming out. So I have a new thing coming out called Ballad of the Bad Commercials. It's where I'll watch up to 10 bad commercials and have my huge ranking list. I picked 100 commercials, and we'll go on all of them one by one to see which one's the worst. In that video, one commercial was called Morton Frog Furniture. What's that noise? And I'm sitting outside, all of a sudden I just hear clapping. I have no clue what it is, but I'm going in. Oh, now I moved in, and I think it's time for me to tell the last thing about this. What's the matter with the music, the dance music? It doesn't really fit it. Well, my dumb 10-year-old brain thought it would be a good idea. I'm sorry, I don't really like the music to this day. But if you look at my older videos, mainly like my first 2 or 3, they always have a different song. It's like some generic country song that was on the YouTube studio thing. If I can get it right here, I'll show it. I don't think I can find it, but if you just upload a video and you look in the music category, there'll be like one country song, it'll be that. And I decided to use that for some really weird reason. I found it because, well, it sounds good, and it didn't. It doesn't really fit that well. How about I go into the backstory of some more videos while I'm at it? Why don't we talk about top 15 cars? Top 15 cars is my most popular video, with only 11 views closer to 200. And when it hits 200, I will be very surprised. So, Top 15 Cars was filmed, again, at my grandparents' house. The Notebook was a 300-page booklet used for kindergartners called a chunky pad. Yeah, that's what it was called, a chunky pad. I know that sounds really weird, but it was called a chunky pad. They're 150 pages, but I used the back of them, so then it ended up being 300 pages. And I used them. I have, 5 videos wrote down those things. As you know, if you've seen Top 15 Cars, I don't recommend you viewing it, but it's actually kind of bad, but if you want to see it, then go ahead, view it. I'm fine with it. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Top 15 Cars. What was I saying about it? All the drawings I did were written down one at a time. I have multiple videos in that drawing pad that were in there. I just haven't made them or didn't come around to making them. One's about weird things that aren't in America. Another one's top 15 trucks. One is, there's a bunch of them. I haven't looked in it in months. If this video gets a lot of popularity and people come up to me saying, "Object, please do another review that Notebook you talked about in that Obcast episode," then yeah, sure, I'll review it, I guess. And, well, I think I brought it up before, but why don't I talk about videos before the Welcome to Most Spacing Top 15? Mainly videos ranging from 7 or 8 years ago to 3 years ago. Most of those videos then were me doing stupid crap. One revolved around me and my friends doing the epicest sleepover ever. That's actually what the title was called, epicest. EPICEST. I think that's how my brain thought it was how to be spelled. We played pool. We basically played soccer on a pool table. We stood on a pool table and hit them with the sticks. So that would be like polo or hockey. I don't play sports. Basically made pool table polo. That's what it should be called. I don't even think polo is played that way. Is polo played that way? I'm not sure. But if it is, then pool table polo rolls off the tongue pretty good. So I might just have to do that. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little 10-minute 3-year celebration with me. I know 15 subscribers and 1,000 channel views does not seem like a lot, but it is in my eyes. Thank you for everything, and I will see you in a few days and the next Obcast on July 1st.